Shock give you a 30% spell haste on your next casted heal. And your casted heals are Flashlight, Holy Light, and Divine Light. Once you reach level 85 and actually have the other Holy Radiance ability, it also is going to give you a 60% sprint for 4 seconds, allowing you to get back in a position much easier. Next, on to Sacred Cleansing. They completely changed that because they made it so Ret Paladins and Prot Paladins can't remove magic anymore. So basically, this right here is going to be what makes your cleanse the same as it is now. I'm going to be getting these talents here to move on to the next tree. Okay, now here for tier 5 for Holy Conviction. This used to be a Ret talent that made your you heal and do 3% more damage per stack if you had 3 out of 3 of this talent for every time you crit, and it stacked 3 times, lasted like 15 seconds, but they completely just cut and pasted it over to Holy. And for here I'm going to be just getting 2 points in it, because that's really all I can get. And next is Aura Mastery. Aura Mastery hasn't changed at all. If everybody remembers, Aura Mastery just makes it so you can't be silenced for the next 6 seconds. And we're getting that. And this here, Paragon of Virtue, is a brand new talent. And what it does is it reduces the cooldown of your Divine Protection, which is only a 1 minute base now anyway. It reduces it down to 40 seconds. So that's pretty much, that's a third off the cooldown, and it also reduces a minute off of Avenging Wrath, which Avenging Wrath increases your healing and damage done by 20%, and it doesn't interfere with Bubble anymore, so, or Divine Shield, so you can use Avenging Wrath anytime you want without any precautions. I'll be getting 2 points in that. And next, Tower of Radiance. What Tower of Radiance does, it lets you get charges of Holy Power when you heal people with Beacon of Light on them. So it effectively just lets you get a lot more Holy Power if you are healing that person with Beacon, which generally you don't want to heal the person with Beacon, but if you are forced to. For example, if you're the one with Beacon and they switch to you, it'll let you get a lot of extra Holy charges, or Holy Power charges on yourself. Next, another amazing talent, Blessed Life. It used to have a 10% chance to make you take half damage, but they changed it so it has a 50 or 100% chance to give you a charge of Holy Power whenever you take direct damage. Basically, I can't see any reason to get more than 1 point in this, because it has a 2-second cooldown anyway. So pretty much it'll proc every 2 seconds if people are meleeing you, or just like someone shooting frost bolts at you or something like that. But it'll let you just Word of Glory yourself every like 5 seconds. So this is like a must-have talent for everybody that's playing Holy. And finally, the 31 point for Holy. It's Light of Dawn. Think of it like Cone of Cold, except it heals for up to 30 yards in front of you, including yourself, and it procs Protector of the Innocent, even though it's not a casted heal, it's instant cast. But it really heals for very little, and it costs a lot of mana. I'm pretty sure it costs about 5,000 mana at level 85. But that's it for the Holy Tree. Next on the Protection, I'm just going to be going over the talents that actual Holy Paladins will be getting. And first here is Divinity, which is the same as it is now. It just increases your damage and healing done by 6%. Or increases all healing done by you and on yourself by 6%. Which I'm not going to be getting that because it's really not that great of a talent compared to what else you can get. Like Eternal Glory here. What Eternal Glory does is it gives a 30% chance for 2 points for your Word of Glory to not consume any Holy Power. So basically that means that you can use Word of Glory and then use Word of Glory again. And Word of Glory is your it's like about 30% stronger than Holy Shock when it has 3 charges. So if you get lucky, what you can do is actually Holy Shock twice for about 6k non-crit each. Follow it with 2 Eternal Glories here for like 7,800 each. Or with 2 Word of Glories for 7,800 each. And that's 4 back-to-back instant cast spells. But that's all I'm going to be getting in this protection tree. This right here is just for Red Paladins, I guess. And Improved Hammer of Justice is still here, the 20 seconds off Hammer of Justice, but I'm not going to be getting that because I'm going to be getting Crusade. Crusade does is it increases the damage and healing of your Holy Shock by 30%. And there's a bunch of other stuff, but that's for Prot Paladins and Red Paladins. But I'm going to be getting Crusade. When I hit level 85, I think I'm going to be getting Improved Judgment. And possibly either Pursuit of Justice, which will make me 15% faster than everybody else. or beginning divinity. I'm not sure yet, but it's going to be between Pursuit of Justice and Divinity for level 85. But for right now, just going to be getting these talents, because this is all you can have at level 80 once patch 4.0 hits. And I'll click learn here, but I'll be switching into my other spec I already set up with all my buttons on the bars. You see here, and put them all. There we go. And okay, now on to glyphs. What they did was they added an entire new set of glyphs called prime glyphs. So now you have prime glyphs, and you have major glyphs, and you have minor glyphs. And for example, these are probably the three best. I don't know if anybody's going to be switching them around too much, but these prime glyphs, this one here, Divine Favor, it increases the duration of Divine Favor, which is 20 seconds already. It'll increase it up to 30 seconds, which is a 33% like increase, right? No, I mean, which is a 50% increase in duration. This Glyph of Holy Shock, also a prime glyph, increases the chance for Holy Shock to be a critical, so that's 15% from the talents and glyphs for extra chance to crit. For me personally, I have a 45% chance to crit with Holy Shock on this PTR. Seal of Insight is a replacement for the Glyph of Seal of Light, which increases your healing by 5% when you have Seal of Insight on, which is pretty much a combination. Seal of Insight's a combination of Seal of Light and Seal of Wisdom. And here's the other prime glyphs I don't have, but I'm not really seeing any of them that will be too good for Holy. Except for maybe Word of Glory, 10% more healing on it. Might maybe replace, actually I don't know, that'd be a really, really tough choice to replace something with that. But next, on to major glyphs. They've added Light of Dawn as a major glyph. It increases the amount healed by Light of Dawn by 20%, and it reduces the cooldown by 10 seconds, and it has a 30-second base cooldown, so that makes the cooldown only 20 seconds, and it makes it heal for 20% more. So, but it's a pretty weak heal. But the thing about Light of Dawn is it's got the capability of healing tons and tons of people, just anybody in front of you. I still have a Glyph of Turn Evil, which is the glyph that makes your Turn Evil instant cast but have a 8-second cooldown. Great for playing against Warlocks and Death Knights. And lastly, Glyph of Beacon of Light. And these are just the ones I have actually trained on the public test realm. And that's just one that makes your Beacon of Light have an extra 30 seconds on it. And I may use this Glyph of Cleansing at level 85, because at the moment, Cleanse costs 615 mana, and up from like less than 300 where it is now. That's way more mana cost. And possibly this Divine Plea will be very nice, because they changed Divine Plea to only be 10% mana over 15 seconds with a 2-minute cooldown. So this 5% extra mana back from Divine Plea might be a very good glyph. And this right here, this Divine Protection glyph, this might be very good also, because basically Divine Protection is kind of like Bark Skin, where it reduces damage by 20%. This right here will remove its ability to reduce physical damage, but increase its magical damage reduction. So it'll do 40% reduced magic damage, while no physical damage reduction. So that'd be great versus wizards, or mages, warlocks, and priests, or pretty much anybody that's casting spells at you. So it'll make those spells do 40% less damage, rather than spells and physical doing 20% less. That's going to be a very nice glyph choice. Hammer of Justice is the same, and Hammer of Breath is the same. Glyph of Salvation is PvE. Glyph of the Long Word, I don't see this being good at all, because it cuts the healing of your Word of Glory in half, but it makes it heal for the other half over 6 seconds. I don't really see that being that great, because if you ever get a proc from Eternal Glory, you want to use 2 Word of Glories in a row, and if they're doing half as much, it's kind of like just using 1 Word of Glory, so that's just not that great. Pretty much all the minor glyphs haven't changed, but that's about it for talents and glyphs.
Met your mark, set your foot in the ground. I'm anything but home.